Hi guys, Rhonda without an H here with you. Okay, this is getting down to it. This is the real me trying to create on camera. So, I've started with my first signature. I've got some papers in here. They may or may not be in perfect order. We'll see. But first of all, I've got this staring at me. And this could be a nice spot to journal, or I could put a pocket here. I could put a tuck spot. I could put a paper clip, embellish something, or put a nice image. So, I've got a glassine bag, a small one that I could put right here. I've also got, these are fun. Little peel, look at this. Take every however many hours and the doctor's signature. That's kind of a cute deal. And I also have a stack of these little envelopes. Name, apartment, and date that I could put here. Coin envelope, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like that. I love that, but I don't think I want that here. I want to bring some more ephemera in. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to move this aside for just a little bit. I'm going to bring a couple of these in. I'm going to play and get some washi tapes out. I've kind of pre-picked some that I might use. Let's see. To create some embellishments. You know what? We're gonna do this. And I think that I want to cut that off. And let's see. Really doesn't matter, does it? So, let's put that down. We'll burnish that just a little bit. And then I think what I'll do is rip around that. So I want to leave some space. I mean, these are cool. I ordered these, oh golly, a couple of years ago. Where did I order them? Someone's going to ask me that, I know. Amazon, maybe? Etsy? Honestly, I'm sorry, but I'm not 100% sure. Burnish that. Just trying some different things here. I don't know if I will actually use them, but I'm going to try. You notice I'm not using this yet. Who knows? And then we'll take this one right here. All right, so we've got some space. So let's do some down here. Let's see. This is nice. That's nice. Let's cut it at different widths. And and then, oh, that's such a cute one. That's by itself. I want to keep that one. I want to keep that one by itself. We'll just let that sit there for a minute. And will this go here? And will this? Well, we'll just sort of cut in the middle. These aren't, they kind of run into one another on this particular, like these, it was a specific image, but these were not. Okay, so now we will burnish those. And now we will rip. Okay, so let's tear in between. See if we can. That seems to be doing pretty good on its own. And we'll just, then what I can do here is just sort of trim a little bit closer. And I don't mind having the edge in there, but this is already a pretty good size, so I don't really need it either. So that I can go ahead and if I could talk and create at the same time, that would be good. All right. Okay, now they're ready for inking. Let's go ahead and we'll tear these as well. And we'll come over here. And I have found that depending on what type of washi tape you're using, sometimes you can, well, oftentimes you can rip through those as well, but sometimes they're a little more plastic instead of the paper tape, and so those don't rip quite as easily. So you just kind of have to play with it and see. I'm liking these. These could be kind of cool. I don't know if they'll go well here, but as long as I'm creating, if I don't use them for this project, I can use them in another project. Oh, and I do want to go ahead and put this pretty little thing on. I'm gonna bring some more of these pages over. Might as well, huh? As long as we're doing. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's just put this one right here. Right there. Ooh, I like that. That's so pretty. I think I did it upside down. I think it goes like this. Does it matter? Does it matter? Okay, just for fun, since we're here, let's just do just a few more of these. Did you hear that? You guys, just a loud thunder. I love thunder and lightning. Not to be caught out in it, but to observe from a distance. That's very cool. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna try that. Oops, sorry. Trying to keep it in frame. We will. Let's move it over here. Okay. And then we will burnish, and what's something on the back, a little nub of glue, kind of getting in the way. Oh, look at that. All right. So let's just go ahead and rip those two apart. And oh my gosh. Did you had to have heard that one. Oh boy. I live in Arkansas, and I'm new to Arkansas, actually. I've been a Western gal. Oops, oh boy, that's down. Oh well. That's another thing about washi tape. Sometimes when you put it down, that's where it's going to be. Because when you lift it up on a page like this one I've got today, the pages are old, and so it can create, it'll lift off. It'll take your image, the ink, with it. Anyway, loving Arkansas. And I'm not new to thunderstorms, but they just come over and they're just there. A lot more of them than what I've been used to. This is a perfectly wonderful piece. I don't want to get rid of that. We'll just put it in our to-do pile, our scrap pile. Can you see how, you guys, when we work on a project, seriously, we try to get rid of our scraps, and we create a ton more every time we work on something. That's just the nature of the beast. It really is. I've tried so hard to go through, and I will continue to, another wonderful piece, to go through and just, sort of clean house, so to speak. And every time I start a new project, I have a whole new set of amazing papers to work with. I have to kind of laugh at myself how we do that. All right, now these I could keep. Well, actually, this one I wouldn't want to keep anyway. I'm tearing through that washi tape because this image this is up and down. Here's the, you can see a little bit better that way. Okay, and I'm going to tear between this one as well. These are kind of cool. All right, now let's set this apart. Get back to what I'm doing. Embellishing a page. I have to get a page embellished, or you guys are gonna know that I just have to, okay? All right. You holler out which ones you like or which ones you don't. Holler loud. I can't hear you. If any. I like that. I also like this. I like these. I like these smaller ones. These are very cool, but I'm not sure I want them with this napkin folded over, although that's not bad. And the blue, oh, this needs something more. I want to put it on something. Okay, let's take a peek. Let's take a look in our scrap bin. Let's try. What if we were to... You know what? I have the daubers. I have the more expensive ones that people enjoy, but they don't work for me. The reality is I don't like to use them. Now, where did my scrap page go? Oh, I will just get paper. I'll just grab this for now. And I am just going to edge that real quickly. And let me see if I want to put it on here. I don't love that either. Oh, you guys, this is why this is really hard to take anybody with me on my journey, because I'm all over the map. And it's difficult to even explain it to people, let alone, actually let you share in my journey while I'm playing with whatever it is that I'm playing with. I need something. You know what? Maybe some fabric. I'll be right back. I pulled out some fabric. Let's see what. You know what? It's a pretty piece of lace. And then I could put this with some other. Do I want to do that? Do I want to? How's about a music? Let's get some music paper. Let's give that a try for a little bit different definition. I'm going to take a page. And I'm going to go ahead and rip down. Another piece of scrap that I've created. Oh, isn't that just the way it goes? But a creator's got to create. We have to, that's one of the rules. We've got to create, as that's what brings us joy. So I'm going to go ahead and take that off. We'll do this. It rips. when you get those older pages, did you notice how wonderfully that ripped? That was really nice. Okay, so let me get this piece of paper that I've been using. And I have a book that I use this way with glue and edging. And I got that idea from Gail. And this one, let's see, which do I want to use? That or... I think I actually like this one. So I use that. I also use painting, you know, most anything that I put underneath, it will end up in a project at some point of some kind. I just bought some re-inkers for my distress inks. I've had them for a long time, and they kind of losing their punch. Okay, so let's see. How do we want to incorporate this? Definitely want to do a bit of a change. Let's do some cutting. Let's not be too careful. Rip, that's good. If you can rip it, that's great. We'll just kind of see if we can mess that up a little bit more. That's a very nicely woven piece of fabric. It doesn't want to rip. I want to rip it, and it's like, no, leave me alone. Okay, fine. You win. You win. And I can, if I want, I can even dab these edges. Let's just, you know, kind of do that so that it's you can see the little bits of my sponge come off when I do that, but I like that. Okay, that's looking good. That's looking better. This has a look. All right. Now I need, well, I don't know where this came from. Just a little scrap paper. Let's just put an edge, a frayed edge on this and see. I have no idea. I hope you're having a great day, by the way. Life is short. And I hope that life's treating you well. And I have found from my own experience, that a lot of that has to do with our own attitude about life. I have found that when I stay positive and happy and count my blessings, that things are just easier, even though, you know, life is hard. Let me brush that off a little bit. Okay. Alrighty, let's see. Kind of liking that. Now let's get an image. If we turn this way, then we may want that straight up. This kind of, let's just sort of, Okay, I'm back again. I apologize. I had a couple of other videos that I forgot to erase and my camera shut down. My memory was full. So I'll tell you what I did. It went while I was scrunching this and putting this underneath, but I was using this image and I decided to switch out the image for this with a little taller look. It's just a small thing, but it gives it a taller look, and I liked that. So then what I did is I took this whole thing to the sewing machine and I stitched it like I would a pocket. I stitched this all the way around and left a couple of little frayed threads, and then I stitched this like a pocket. And now you're back, so I'll finish this page and then we're gonna I've got to do some other things. So what I did, I also ripped a piece of fabric. I'm going to put this down here, and I don't want, let's see, just about like that. I pull these threads. I don't want to stitch this to the page because I don't want any stitching lines on this front cover. So I have a couple of options. I can use glues, or I can use a two-sided, double-sided, like a scrapbooking tape. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try my art glue. Glitter glue. Uh-oh. We're doomed before we started. Now with this particular fabric, you can use either side because batiks, this is a batik, B-A-T-I-K, they're woven so that you can use either side. And I actually just bought the glitter glue, and I love the tiny applicator. That's fabulous. Okay, so I want that just a little bit in. I'm going to press that down nicely, and I will trim the ends, in a minute. Okay, let's see. Actually, let's take that back down just a little bit. Take it out. Okay. Now, okay, see this? This is starting to look good. I'm not done yet, though. Here, I want a little bit of something. You can hear me rustling over in one of my scrap piles. Let's see. We're getting closer. I'll just say that. We're getting closer to what I want. But we're not quite there yet. Let's see. All right. I hope that you are able to do your picking and choosing without it being quite as stressful. Perfectionism is a curse. Can I just say that? Seriously, you guys, it is. I've been this way my whole life, and it's not that I'm dying to be, and it's not that I am perfect, duh, far, far, far from it. It just means I have a lot of reasons that I can beat myself up. All right, that's looking pretty good. I like that. So what I'm going to do, we'll get this paper back and we will do one more distressing around the edges. And I'm actually turning this into a pocket. I know, right? It's like you can do so many different things and it just evolves. I'm happiest when I just let that happen. When I just let the process take me where it will. Now you can see that I didn't rip this edge. I know this is crazy. I know this will sound really strange to some of you, but this line from my washi tape that you can see through the paper, I like that. And I'm emphasizing that with this straight line here. And then I'm doing the rough edges around. It's just a little thing. You can stitch. I could take this to my sewing machine and stitch that if I wanted to. But I think what I will do now is, ooh, I like that. Ooh, now it's starting to get pretty. All right, so let's just go ahead and we will use our glue. I love how this applicator has this tiny, tiny little opening so that you can get it really close to the edge without putting too much glue on it. I love that. This is a new tool in my repertoire, whatever you want to call it. I can't get the pin back in. Okay. And we will just center that in between the top and the bottom. We will put this on and we will rub that down. We'll just do a little bit of burnishing to make that nice and secure. And then we will add our pocket. So I'm going to keep this open at the top. And for this, I think I'm going to do first, in fact, this is 1/4 inch score tape or scrapbooking tape. And the sound was my metal cabinet. I have an old Army metal, like a library card cabinet that has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drawers that I love. So I decided to instead use my skinnier tape. This is 1/8 of an inch. And I'm going to go at the bottom as much as possible. Obviously, it's not perfect. There's that word again. Because I ripped it. Okay. I'm going to burnish that nicely so that when I lift this paper off, the tape part will stay sticky. And then I'm also going to put a little thread of glue. So here I am just ripping that off. It's so fun when you get to the point, you guys, where you, okay, see, that didn't work. No problem. Glue to the rescue. Okay. Let's try that again. try it from this end and see if we have better success. Aha, voila. Now what I'm also going to do is take this bead. This is just to give it a little bit of extra strength, why I've done both. Okay. So we will position this, I think, right about there. Okay. Isn't that cute? We've got our little space here. And so to finish out, let's see. We can put a little dividend copy. I can put some more tags. I can put in a journaling little card, a small one. We can just layer some fun things there. This is where I could have a journaling spot here, and I could fold this and stick it underneath, and you know, you get the idea. Okay. This was hard, you guys. This was hard, but I loved it. It was so fun. I hope you had a good time. And I'll see you again. We'll continue decorating, all right? Until then, have a fabulous day. Bye now.